I pulled my knees painfully up to my chin and hugged them against the evening chill. A breeze sprang up. I cursed myself for leaving my sweatshirt in the car. The moon had risen above the cloud bank. Its beams shattered on the ocean, a million tiny crystals of light. A beautiful, peaceful sight from Charity's Point. I was only dimly aware of the continual crashing of the surf below. I gazed off to my right to the lights of Peach Point. Beyond that, tucked into the great cove of Massachusetts Bay, lay Boston, where I lived and worked, barrister to wealthy Brahmins and any others willing to pay my fees. 42 years old and happy just to be alive. 3 months earlier, Florence Gresham had called me to report that her son had died. It had seemed at the time like a routine matter for her family's attorney. I could settle estates with my eyes closed. But it had gotten complicated. Chapter 1. It was Florence Gresham who had set my career, such as it is, on its present course, when she called me for the first time back in 1969. "Is this Brady Coyne himself?" she demanded. I assured her that it was. "Because I don't want to speak to some flunky." "No, it's me," I said. I didn't tell her that there were no flunkies at Brady L. Coyne, Inc. Just me. "Okay, I have an unusual piece of business for you, Mr. Coyne," she continued in that whiskey-hoarse voice of hers. In those days I was taking whatever sort of business came my way, and there hadn't been much of it for a determinedly lone-wolf attorney in Boston, a city of staid old firms, which recruited almost exclusively from Harvard. I rather valued what I had learned at Yale Law School, but I found eyebrows raised when potential clients realized I hadn't worn the crimson. Florence never told me how she got my name. I suspect she wanted someone exactly like the way I was in those days. Energetic, independent, hungry. "How can I help you?" I asked her, hoping desperately that I could. "1 year ago, my husband and I received notification from the United States Army that our youngest son was missing in action. A routine patrol northwest of Hoye, it said. We have heard nothing more. I want to know what has happened to my son." "I'm an attorney, Mrs. Gresham," I said. "This is not, strictly speaking, a legal matter." "I'll call someone else, then," she said. I soon learned that Florence Gresham was always direct. I quickly assured her that of course I could conduct an investigation, that a discreet attorney was probably exactly what she needed. "Do whatever you need to do," she said, adding that I needn't concern myself with the expenses. "Your fee will be adequate." Implicit was the promise that, should I perform satisfactorily, there would be more business available to me from the Gresham family. Lieutenant Winchester Gresham's old CO, I was able to learn, had been rotated stateside and was attached to the Pentagon. He received me graciously in his high-ceilinged office, an imposing figure in his starched and beribboned uniform. "Lieutenant Gresham," he said. "Yes, I remember him well. Of course, a superior soldier." Major Henderson stood by a floor-to-ceiling window and stared out over a broad lawn, watching a figure ride a lawnmower across it. He was on patrol. They walked right into an ambush. There were 12 of them altogether. It was a routine mission, really. We hadn't heard of any VC activity in the area. We didn't think there would be any problems. Henderson turned to frown at me. 4 of the boys came back. The 2 who could walk carried the other 2. One, as I recall, died shortly thereafter. Lieutenant Gresham was not among them. When we sent a patrol back, we found no bodies. He shrugged. "That's all we know, Mr. Coyne. Officially, they are missing in action, prisoners of war, although the enemy has not given us the courtesy of an official pronouncement." Major Henderson ran his hand over his close-clipped military haircut. "You understand, Mr. Coyne? They are probably all dead." One of the survivors of that patrol, the major informed.